Welcome back to The Truth is Viral. I'm your host, Bob Powell. I'm once again safely ensconced in the Great White North. Let me tell you, it's been a hell of a month. The people that know me know that I've never been shy about sharing my feelings, but I don't know how I'm going to share this. Anyway, this episode was taped on my way back from South Carolina. I stopped through Indianapolis, which was where I was born, just in time for the Super Bowl. Of course, I didn't have tickets, but I did have my press pass. And at that point, I didn't know what else to do, so I taped a show at the Super Bowl. I thought it was pretty cool. You'll see it in just a second. Well, I drove back to Michigan the next day and uploaded the video to Above Top Secret. Well, there we come into a problem. See, the management at Above Top Secret and I have come to a disagreement. As far as disagreements go, it is absolutely the textbook version of creative differences. I'd like to make it very clear that the staff and management at Above Top Secret never once asked me to change the editorial content of my show. They were very good to me while I was there, but there are certain things that I take a stand on. This is my show, and it will be done my way. If it's not done my way, it'll be done on YouTube, or not at all. So, you know, we just agreed, the way gentlemen do, to go our separate ways. They wish me well, I wish them well. There's absolutely no conspiracy, so let's lay that to rest right now. So anyway, as long as I've got this footage, I might as well broadcast it. So please enjoy this episode of The Truth is Viral, taped live at the pre-Super Bowl party in Indianapolis. Now this is a party, Super Bowl 46, New England Patriots versus the New York Giants. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people here, and they're walking right across my shot as I speak. What I'm here to do is ask some questions. You know the kind of questions that I ask. I'm going to corner some folks and see what they have to say. Have you ever heard of the National Defense Authorization Act? President Obama signed the National Defense Authorization Act into law 2 weeks ago. It allows the United States military to arrest any American citizen without a charge and detain them indefinitely and hold them without a trial and not even tell their family that they have them.
That's worrisome.
That's worrisome. That's the same thing Gary Johnson told me.
Yeah.
Same thing Herman Cain told me. But nobody's willing to stand up and do something about it. All right, well, thank you for talking to me. What was your name again?
My name's Amy.
Amy, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Can you come over here with me, please?
I'm right here.
Okay, okay. What's your name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea? How old are you, Chelsea?
I'm 19 years old.
And what do you think is going on with our country? Do you like the direction it's going?
No.
No, why?
I don't know. I can't believe it's bad.
It's bad in what way?
It's getting bad, like money-wise and other things. Like people don't care anymore. I don't know.
I think you might have hit the nail on the head. People don't care anymore.
They don't care. Yeah.
As long as they've got Dancing with the Stars and
all
microwave
they
popcorn.
care about themselves.
Yeah. Do you know much about international politics?
No.
Or national
I
politics?
always fell asleep during those kind of classes.
Did you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
actually, any class.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let's say, hypothetically, a man is killed by a Hellfire missile. This man is not a nice man, okay?
And he deserves
He's
that.
got a lot of bad things to say about the United States, but he's an American citizen, born...
He did something wrong, though? Did he kill anyone?
One second. He was an American citizen, born in the state of New Mexico, never killed anybody, but he did like to spout the jihadist Islamic line. He was never charged with a crime, never convicted in a court of law, yet President Obama felt that it was in his purview.
That's not right.
You don't think that's right?
That's not right.
As an American citizen, don't you think everybody has the
their
right
own
to a
right.
trial?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, have you heard about the National Defense Authorization Act?
I think so, but I...
Okay, the National Defense Authorization Act, which President Obama just signed into law, allows the United States military to take into custody any American citizen without a charge, hold them indefinitely, and not even inform their family.
That's not right.
No, it's not right. That's what's becoming of our country. We are no longer a constitutional republic. We are a de facto dictatorship. Now, you've gained this knowledge from me tonight. I would like it if you take it to school with you tomorrow and spread
I'm not
it.
in school. I'm out of school.
College?
No.
No college?
Huh?
No college?
Not yet.
Then tell your friends.
What about Barack Obama?
What about Barack Obama? Well, you're having fun here today, aren't you?
I voted for him, but I wish I wouldn't have.
Really? You voted for him and you wish you didn't? Whoa, 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 homie! Have you ever heard of the Above Network?
Have you ever heard of Ron Paul?
God, I love Ron Paul.
He has the bumper sticker on his car for Ron Paul.
Ron Paul. He's on my car.
I was Ron Paul's precinct captain in South Carolina in
Really?
2008.
I love that guy.
So do I.
Yes.
And you'll see him in many of my shows.
He's a little bit of an isolationist, but I'm still down with him though.
That's okay. I can deal with that. Judge Napolitano, great man. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. Woo!
The voodoo guy is out.
No voodoo.
No voodoo. No, it's New York Giants. What about the Patriots?
And here's my question for you. President Obama recently signed the National Defense Authorization Act. You know what that does, right?
Yeah.
It allows the United States military to arrest any U.S. citizen without a charge.
Yes, totally against. Yes.
Detain them indefinitely, and even put them in FEMA prison camps.
Yes, and I'm totally against FEMA imprisonment camps. We've got Beech
What
Grove,
about all those
Indiana,
plastic coffins
which
you
I'm
told
sure
me
you've
about?
heard. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get her.
Amtrak in Beech Grove is the concentration camp.
The
That's all I know
Amtrak.
from
Do you know
this
much
story.
about the Amtrak station in Beech Grove?
I haven't been there yet. The last one that I went to
can't get
was
in
Camp Grayling
Okay.
up in Michigan.
Well,
No, it's
FEMA's
not a
already
camp.
taking control of the Beech Grove train station
it
that's
used to be a
down
train
there,
station.
and they're turning it into a FEMA camp.
They have
Right now, as we
like
speak.
what they did to the Jewish people, like those ventilation things. Like
Now,
a
have you seen
concrete-
this with your own eyes?
I haven't, but I have friends there but they've been kicked out by the police
Yeah, you can't
when
get
they
in
go
there.
down there to try to film.
Oh, really?
Yes, 100%. I've seen the video of
You
it.
can't get in there.
No joke.
I'd like to see him try to kick me out.
Well, I don't have the big enough balls to do that, but maybe you do. And see, they scare me a little bit.
They don't scare me.
I don't want to get put in the camp. I mean, I'll stick up for my rights, but, you know, I got to go to work every day and make
Well,
money.
that's the question. How far are you going to stick up for your
Video
rights?
game, I don't know.
When you can't feed your children
Nah,
anymore
filming
because
it. They're
the bread is $10 a loaf and gas is $15 a gallon.
And he only makes
$22.80
for working for the government.
When is it going to be enough? When are people going to start standing up for themselves?
I agree. But it's not going to take just me. It's going to take everybody. It's going to take the whole populace to stand up. And that's the problem. I mean, if I stand up, it's just going to be me. And then I go down and I die. Will I be the martyr? Will people remember Matthew Mueller? No, they won't.
You know the name John Birch?
Yeah. Yep.
Why do you know the name John Birch?
Because he stood up for what he believed in.
And he was the first person killed in the Korean War.
Yeah. But how many people could you ask out here that know that name, though?
Probably not very many.
I bet we could ask everybody down here. They probably wouldn't know the name.
Probably not very many.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I wish, I mean, deep down in my heart, I wish they would understand and read history and understand how things happen, but they don't. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but history was one of my favorite subjects, and I've read it and learned a lot about it. So
what do you see the future of this country as being? Is it going to have an economic meltdown, or are we going to go to war with Iran? What's the deal?
Well, that's another subject, Iran. But we'll have an economic meltdown, and then we'll be trying to bring out of that economic meltdown with some type of war, with possibly Iran. And that'll stimulate the economy just like we did in the past. That's how it'll work, right?
Right, absolutely.
I know how it works. I know how they work. I know how they run everything. I won't remember this, but who are you? Do you have a business card?
Well, my name's Bob Powell. I'll give you a card.
Okay, yeah, give me a card. I'd love to read about it.
You are gonna love that show, brother.
Are you on that website, Above Top Secret?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too. I'm active on the forums there.
Which one?
Above Top Secret. Yeah. I'm a llama.
No shit.
Yeah.
This show is The Truth is Viral, dude.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So you recognize me?
Yeah. Now
why didn't you say something?
I didn't know at first. Well, once you wrote that down, then the bells started connecting.
Would you mind me putting your face to the avatar?
Yeah.
Colin, click it. Turn it on.
It's
been rolling.
You got a waiver?
Should I put my beer down?
No, you're good. So, totally out of the blue, surrounded by 100,000 people, I meet a member of Above Top Secret. What are the chances of that? What's your handle on Above Top Secret?
It's Malama.
Malama. I remember seeing you, brother.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right.
We're here.
Synchronicity. Remember that word. When I got that National Guardsman last week coming out of the FEMA camp, synchronicity. Things are going good. Well, as we're leaving the festivities here at the pre-Super Bowl party, my ever-observant son noticed that the barbed wire on this facility is pointing in.
This property is owned by the U.S. government.
And the property is owned by the United States government.
Now, what could they possibly?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. This is the United States Postal Service depot. Is being a postman that bad that they have to keep their employees in by pointing the razor wire on the inside? Just an interesting observation. Told you it was a good show. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. But from now on, I'll do it myself. And what did we learn? Well, I took a young girl that, sweet as hell, but she was clueless. And I informed her of what's going on in this country. Hopefully she'll tell her friends. And these are the kids that we're hoping that will vote for Ron Paul. Because the young kids get it. They understand what's fair and what's right.
You know, even though she didn't know anything about national or international politics, she understood the difference between right and wrong. That's something that our government has a hard time differentiating these days. I spoke with a 30-something woman who had been an avid supporter of Barack Obama. Well, now she's troubled. And out of all of the hundreds of thousands of people that were there, I met a very interesting young man that's really got it going on. He knows the score. And as we were leaving, well, you just saw it. They can make a temporary FEMA camp out of anything. Now look at this truck. Look how fast it unravels this concertina wire. So yeah, static FEMA camps, they exist. But they can put up detention centers in a matter of minutes anywhere. They've been practicing it, they've got the technology, and when the Occupy protests start this spring, they're going to be used. So, what's next for The Truth is Viral? I don't know. At the moment, I feel like my guts have been ripped out. I really want to go crawl in a hole and die. But I can't do that. I still have a family that depends on me. And somebody's got to stand up and tell the truth. I failed my daughter in that respect. When she came to live with me, I tried to tell her about Christ, and she looked at me so sweetly, and she said, "Daddy, you know I don't believe in that." Well, I just got her. And I didn't want to push her away. Now I've got to live with that guilt. There's only one way I can think of that would even begin to make up for that. That's to tell you the truth. When Judgment Day comes, I'm not going to stand before the Almighty and say, "Lord, I didn't do whatever I could." Oh, this is nothing. And I'm sorry, I apologize. It's just so raw yet. And I really don't know how to process all of this. But I will keep plugging on. By myself, if I have to. So let's call this an end to season 1 of The Truth is Viral. I will see about getting back to Camp Grayling. And there are a lot of other subjects that I'll be covering in Season 2. I've got a lot on my mind. There's a lot of truth out there that you're not being told. We're being kept in the dark. I'll be your point man. Whatever truth there is out there, I'll find it. And I'll let you know exactly what it is. So until next time, this is The Truth is Viral, and I'm your host, Bob Powell. As always, Semper Fi. Hoorah.